Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum friends and subscribers. This is Mahmoud Sheikh, and in this video I will discuss with you how to create an application using CakePHP, which is a rapid development framework with the help of which we can create or any application with a rapid pace. Okay, CakePHP allows you to create your application without even if you are new in programming, even if you don't know any kind of knowledge of programming, then you can create any kind of application with CakePHP. Okay, here you can see I have created an application, but I have not written even a single line of code for developing this block kind of application. In this application, you can register the users, you can create different users, and those users can create posts, and then those users will post comments on those posts, and add tags, and then create categories, and do lots of stuff. Okay, all this functionality will be done by CakePHP itself. We just need to design our database in such a way that that it should follow the guidelines of CakePHP, or we should know how to design our database. Okay, so we will be learning all these things in this video tutorial: how to design a database, how to design a proper database, so that we can create efficient application in CakePHP. Okay, so let me first take you to the tour of this application. What is this application and what we can create with this application? Here you can see I have listed down some list of users which I have created just few minutes back. Okay, so now you can add new users to this application. Like if I click on this new user, it will ask you to enter the user details. Okay, and this complete application is fully functional. Okay, you don't have to write, or you don't have to do anything which you to improve the functionality of this application. Okay, see, if I click on submit without entering any text, it has taken care of all the validations also. Okay, you don't have to worry about the validations also. Okay, let's just create one user. Let's say Puneet. Okay, and then Puneet, copy, paste. Okay, now if I click on submit, then that particular user will get saved or registered to our application. Here you can see you can view this user also, you can edit this user also, you can delete this also user also. If you want to edit to this user, then you can click on this edit link, and then you can add some extra information like surname. Okay, and then you can click on submit. Then the extra changes will get saved to that user. Okay, here you can see, and you can delete any users also. And if you can create categories also, so that you can put posts inside those categories. Okay, so for that you need to go to post. Let's say I want to add a new post, and here you can see it has it has given two drop downs: user and category. Okay, all these relationships are coming from the database. Okay, because I have designed my database in such a way that this adding post functionality will take care user and category also, because posts always related to categories and user, right? User will be posting the post, and all the posts will be related to some category. Okay, so for that we need to create categories first. Okay, so let's click on new category. Okay, let's say travel. Okay, this is the uh, new category. I just want to uh, create post in that category. Okay, so here, similar to users, here also you can view the category, you can edit the category, and you can delete the category also. Okay, if you want to view any category, you just have to click on the view category, and then the details of that category will be displayed. Okay, if you want to edit, you can click on the edit link here. Exactly similar to the users, you can also edit the categories also. Okay, now I want to add a new post, so I'll just click on new post, and then I will type on, say, Drupal. Okay, then I will put the description and I'll select the user which I have created, newly created user, and I'll select the category, and let us say third category. Okay, third category is belongs to travel, but let's see. Okay, okay, let's select category 1. Okay, now if I click on submit, then the post will get saved in our application. Okay, so these are the posts which I have created. ID, title, description. Uh, 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 you can remove these items also from the table. Okay, if you want not to display created time, created, modified, and category details, you can do so, but you can easily customize this application. Okay, so okay, so this is how you can create the post. Okay, so and if you want to comment to any post, then you just have to click on new comment, and then you need to write as post was awesome. Okay, then you just have to select the user, whosoever user is commenting the post, and then you just need to select the post to which you want to comment. Then click on submit. Then the comment will get added. Okay, so here similarly here also you can view the comment, and you can use the click. If you click on this, you click on this user, then your user details will display. Okay, let us say if I click on this user Ajay who has commented on the post, then the details of that user will be displayed here, and the related comments, related posts, okay, all the information will display. Okay, so this complete application is fully functional, and you can do whatever you want, and you can customize this application also. And yeah, in this video we will be going to learn how to create this awesome looking application using CakePHP. Okay, so to create this application, first we should be able to design our database. Okay, we should have a very we should have a good database, because based on the database only CakePHP will develop this application. Okay, so what I have done, I have uh, made a PPT where I have drawn the tables which which I want to explain it to you. Okay, what are the table structure, and what are the primary keys and foreign keys which I am using in my database. Okay, so let's discuss it first. Okay, so let's okay, so if you want to download CakePHP version, you need to use this command. You need to enter this command in your command prompt. I will show you how you can download it once I complete this database uh, thing. Okay, then next. Okay, so this is our database. I have created 6 tables. One is for user, one is for storing details of users, post is for storing the details of posts, categories is for storing the categories, tags are to display to store the tags, and comments table to store the comments, and then post tags are to is can be considered as a bridge table which combines two tables, posts and tags. Okay, so before creating any database, we need to analyze it first. Okay, what is the relationship between the different tables of our database? Okay, so if we consider the situation of our database, we want a database to develop a blog application, and blog application will contain the tables or the entities like users, tags, posts, comments, and categories. These are the entities on which we need to create the tables. Okay, then second we need to analyze the relationship between the tables. Okay, so if we analyze, then we can say one user or every user can create many posts. Okay, one user can create many posts, and that relationship I have given it here. See, um, users can create posts. That's why we need to have a user ID field inside our post table. Okay, so because we want to know that that the post we are storing inside our post table belongs to which user, or which user has created that particular post. For that we need to keep a record of user ID, user ID of that user who has created the post. Okay, because we will be storing the details of post inside our post table, and we also need to store the details of the user who has created that post. So for that reason we are using the user ID as a foreign key uh, inside my post table. And one more thing, okay, we will be creating the post, and while creating the post we are selecting the category. Okay, you have seen just few minutes back, while creating the post I had selected the category. So while creating the post we are storing the category ID also inside our post table, because we want to know that the particular post belongs to which category. That's why I also want to store the category ID from the categories table inside my post. Okay, so category ID, that's why I have taken category ID as a foreign key, and I have linked the category between categories and category and post. Okay, so I hope you understood why I have used user ID and category ID as a foreign key inside my post table. Okay, then the next one, comments. Okay, whenever we make any comment, we make comments on the post, right? So whenever a comment entry is stored inside the comments table, that comment entry should also have a user ID to make sure, because I want to know that which user had commented. So that's why I want to store the user ID of the user who has commented on the post. Along with the user ID, I also want to store the post ID, because I want to know the ID of the post on which the comment has been made by the user. Okay, so I want to store the comments and the user ID of that user who has commented, and the post to which user, and the post ID to which user has posted the comment. Okay, so that's why I have taken user ID and post ID as a foreign key, and I have linked them to my users. Okay, because I have taken user ID as a foreign key and linked to my users table, because I'm linking the because I'm linking the ID of the users inside my comments table, and I'm linking ID of the posts table inside my comments table. And tags. Okay, whenever we add any tags are related to posts and users. User will be adding the tags, and the tags will be given to post. That's why I have taken post ID, because tags are, whenever any person add any tag, I want to know to which post that particular tag has been added. For that I want to store the post ID of that post ID along with the tag. And I also want to store the user ID, which user had added that tag for that particular post. For that reason I have used user ID. Okay, so, and this posts tags table I have taken as a bridge table between posts and tags. Okay, here you can see, here there is a relation. Okay, so because each post can have many tags, and each tag can be given, and a single tag can be given to multiple posts. Okay, so that's why one to many relationship will be there. Okay, so we need to we need to analyze our project, we need to analyze our database, we need to analyze how many fields or entities we want, how many tables we want, and what are the fields of those tables, and what are the relationship amongst the different tables of our database. Okay, so once we do that, we need to create our table. Okay, and then we need to write our table schema. Here you can see, here I have written a mysql query to create the users. Okay, first we need to start with this command, create table users. I want to create a table with a name called as users, where id is an auto incremented, and it is a primary key and is of the type of integer, and I want another field name of the type varchar, email of the type varchar, password varchar, and created and modified time. Okay, so this is the users, and I want to create another table with a name called as post. So create table post, id as auto incremented, and primary key, title, description, user id, category id, created and modified time. Okay, and here foreign key, I have set a foreign key, because I have linked my posts, I have linked my user ID inside my post table to my users tables ID. Okay, so if I go back here, you can see inside my users table I have id, user id, and to this id I have made a foreign key, which is stored inside the post table, user underscore id. Okay, so this is the foreign key. This is exactly what I have done here. Foreign key, user id of posts referencing to the id of users. Okay, we need to create the foreign key. This is how we can create the foreign key reference. Next we need to create the categories. Okay, create table categories, integer of id, category created and modified. Then comments. In comments we have taken two foreign keys. One is user id and post id. This user id is referencing to the id inside users table, and post id referencing to the id of post table. So that is what I have denoted here. Foreign key user comment key. Okay, user id of the comment table is referencing to the id of the users table. Okay, and here foreign key post id inside comments table is referencing to the id of the post table. Okay, this is how we can create foreign keys. Here also, while creating tags table, I have created two foreign keys, user id and post id. User id of the tags table is referencing as a foreign key to the id of the users table, and post id of the tags table is referencing to the id of the post table. Okay, so similarly we have created tags post tags table, which is the junction table. Okay, and this is how we can create our table and database design, and we can create a table. Yes, so you should be very good in creating your database design. There should not be any errors in creating your database design. You need to analyze clearly based on your database. Only CakePHP will create appropriate models for your project. Okay, so now next step is to create our database in our phpMyAdmin. Okay, now let's go to our browser and type in 127.0.0.1/phpMyAdmin, and then click on databases, and then let's type CakePHP. Okay, let's only CakePHP. Let's start. Okay, CakePHP is the project name. Now I want to create this project. Okay, the project is been created, and now we need to paste. Now we need to create the tables. Okay, here. Okay, here I have table called users. Just copy this, and I will click on this SQL. Now with SQL commands I will create the tables. Now I will go to users. Here I will just copy and I will paste it. Okay, next I will go to categories. I will copy, paste it here, and again I will go to my PPT. Which one is over? Categories. Okay, next is comments. Let's copy this and paste it. Next is tags. Okay, copy and paste it here. Okay, next we have this post tags table, which is the last one, and I will just paste it and I will click on go. Okay, now it will create all the tables in our database, and if I click on this database CakePHP tut, all the tables have been created. Okay, now I will paste all these mysql commands in the description below of this video. You can copy from there. Okay, I will just now we need to download our CakePHP project. Okay, for that we need to go to our command prompt, cmd type in cmd. Okay, Okay, now let's cd. Okay, and then let's navigate to our htdocs, XAMPP cd htdocs. Okay, and here we need to paste this command. Okay, copy and paste this, and then cakephp tut. Okay, now I will hit enter. Okay, now the moment when I hit enter from here, it's going to take 1 or 2 minutes to download CakePHP package, and once the package gets downloaded, I will come back to you, and then I will pause the video. Okay, now you can see it has downloaded all the packages that are required to run CakePHP project. Now it's asking me to set folder permission, and it's telling me to press Y. Okay, to set the permission I will hit enter. Okay, now it has successfully downloaded our CakePHP project. Okay, now let's go to our browser, and okay, let's go to new tab 127.0.0.1 CakePHP. Okay, now if I press enter, then you can see the home page of CakePHP is displaying CakePHP. Welcome to CakePHP 3.4.11 Red Velvet. Okay, so you can see there is a green color of icon to some of the options. That means all these options are working fine, but there is a red color icon to database section. Okay, so it's telling us to set our database configuration. Okay, we need to set our database configuration for our project. Okay, so now let's go to editor and import our project. Open folder and htdocs cakephp tut. Okay, select folder. Okay, here we need to go to our config folder, and from here we need to open app.php file, and in this file we need to search for data source. Okay, and here you can see in this place we need to enter our database credentials or database settings. Okay, our database username is root and password is 0. Sorry, I haven't set any password for my database, so password will be empty or null, and database is cakephp tut. Okay, here you can see this is the database name. Okay, you need to type in your username, password, and database name. Okay, now if I come to my project browser and refresh, you can see the red icon is now turned into green. Okay, now we need to change our system variables. Okay, so for that let's go to desktop and right click on the my computer, and then properties, and then system, advanced system settings, and then click on environment variables, and then select the path, and then click on edit, and then here you need to put this path of your project. Okay, and this path you need to get it from your projects folder. Okay, here you can see htdocs cake and bin. Okay, inside your htdocs your project will be downloaded with the name called as cakephp tut, or whatever project name you had given while downloading the project. Then you need to open that project, and then you need to give the path as cake bin. Okay, you need to open, and then you need to copy this complete path, and then you need to click on new, and then you need to paste this path here. Okay, I have already set this path, so I just have to edit this path. So I'll just click on edit, and then make it as cakephp tut. Okay, I will click on OK. and then here OK, and then close it. And now close your command prompt, and then again open it, cmd. Okay, okay, then navigate to your CakePHP folder, cd XAMPP, then htdocs, and then CakePHP dot. Okay, and now you need to bake your application. Okay, so this is the part where we will be baking our CakePHP application and turning our CakePHP into this application. Okay, so we are converting our application, our project to this application. Okay, based on our database. So let's come here, and for that we need to type cake bake all. First one, categories. Okay, we have in our database, we have one of the table with a name called as categories. So let's start baking with categories. Okay, so now let's press enter. So now CakePHP will create all the necessary files, all the view templates. You can see index and view, and then edit. All the necessary view files and models will and controllers will be created automatically by CakePHP. You don't have to do anything. You just need to run this command. Okay, and then I will create another. I will bake another table, which is users. Okay, hit enter. It will create all the necessary controllers, models, and views for your users. You know, if you come here and inside your project, if you click on the source and controllers, you can see categories controller is created, users controller is created, because so far we have baked users and categories. So now let's bake our posts. Okay, now you will notice here another controller will get added. Okay, see, post controller is added. Now comments, and if you come here, let's see these templates. Okay, here we are having folders for categories, posts, and users, because we have baked our categories and posts and users already. Now we are baking comments. So you might notice another comment folder will get generated inside the template folder, and another comments controller will get created. Okay, so let's do that. See here, see comments, for comments controller get added and comments folder will get created. And now we need to create tags. Okay, now tags folder gets added. If I click on this tags, all the necessary view files will get automatically created. Okay, so we have created categories, comments, posts, tags, and users. Okay, all whatever, how much our tables we had inside our database, for all those tables we have created models, controllers, and views automatically. It will be created by CakePHP framework. Okay, for this posts tags table, we don't have to create any we don't have to bake for these tables, because CakePHP will figure it out based on the relationship. It will create necessary files by their own. Okay, so now let's come to our editor. Okay, and now we need to click on config, and then click on routes. Here we need to see, if I come to my web application now, and if I refresh, I'm getting the same old page of CakePHP. Okay, so this is the base URL. So whenever user hits on this base URL, I should get my application, right? So for that we need to come to our routes.php file which present inside config folder, and this is the route which is responsible for displaying this home page whenever user uh, click on the uh, base URL. Then pages controller will get called. Okay, but in this case I want to call my users controller, which is, yeah, okay, users controller. Inside users controllers I have all the code to get the users from my database. Okay, so for that actually I want to display, yeah, okay, see if I if okay, if I click on cake/users, I should get all the users on my home page. Okay, so for that I need to change it to users, and action I want to change it to index. Okay, index of users controller. Okay, action will be index. Now save it and come to your project, and now if I refresh the page, you can see uh, our application start appearing or displaying on our browser. Okay, from here I can do anything I want. I can create new users, I can users can create can publish posts, and users can comment on the post, and users can create categories and can create posts based on those categories. Okay, all those stuff can be done quickly, automatically, without you have to type any code to develop this application. Okay, so you need to create your database in a better way or in a proper way. If you made any mistakes while creating your database design, then it won't work. Okay, it your project will start throwing errors. Okay, so now if I click on new user, let's say, okay, now I'm adding new user. Okay, if I click on submit, okay, new user will get added, and the same user can create categories. Okay, let's create categories first. A new category. Okay, technology. Let's click on submit. Now category gets added. Now let's click. Now let's create post in that category. Let's say Drupal framework, and let's put the description here, and then select the user and select the category, which is the technology, and now let's add submit. Okay, now the post has been added. Okay, you can create new comment. You can add comment. Drupal framework is awesome. Okay, so user will be me, and post, to this post I'm adding a comment. Okay, now comment is been added. Okay, so you can create this kind of application or block kind of application within few minutes. You can create this application. Okay, so this is what I just wanted to discuss in this video tutorial. I hope you like this video. I hope you enjoy this video. I hope you got some useful information out of this video regarding CakePHP. And in my future video, I'll be creating or developing a blog application from the scratch, not by baking. I will be writing down each and every line of code for developing this blog kind of application, so that you will be familiar with the coding of CakePHP also. Okay, so yeah, if you like this video, subscribe to our channel, click on like button, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys in my next video. Thanks for watching.